top four. He's got Alonzo King in front of him, and then they've just got Harley Barletta after him. And that's our current battle up here in that top five. All right, 47 laps to go here at Atlanta with the Tech4Troops Cup Series. Thank you for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network. We've got Rick and John here in the booth, and we thank you for joining us. Whatever streaming source you have, whether that happens to be Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, we ask that you like and follow so we can keep you up to date with what's happening here at the IWM Broadcast Network. We do have a 500-mile event currently planned for Sunday. So if you're interested in watching a 500-mile event, it's a charitable event. It is the, make sure I get this right, it is the second annual Ryan Sadusky Gobble Gobble 500 at Talladega. There are 43 drivers. We've got some heat races in there to place their starting position, but should be fun. It's our Tuesday night guys, and they've got other guys in there. It's a paid race, so that means there's cash opportunities to the winners. So with that, you're going to wind up with some very aggressive driving and a lot of action-packed racing. So looking forward to it. And the IWM broadcast team will have a full complement of broadcasters in the booth. So we look forward to that race. And if you can join us, we'd love to have you watching and commenting along.
That's this Sunday, correct?
It is this Sunday. It'll go off at 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 Eastern Time, Sunday afternoon.
Well, that'll be a fun event. I'm looking forward to broadcasting with you and everybody else on the crew for that day, because that's going to be a very unique event that hasn't been done before here on iRacing. So it's going to be awesome to get basically turn-by-turn coverage there for that event. But right now, with 43 to go, Hermes Castro is your leader, followed by Harley Barletta. Now Alonzo King up to P3, Christopher Howell in fourth, and Luke Bullard has made his way up to P5.
Well, with that run, so we saw everybody in last time at lap 74. You're coming up to nearly 20 laps on these tires, and that's where we begin to see that wear become apparent. So you've seen where Hermes Castro had a nearly 2.5 second lead. That lead has now been cut to a second and a half. They lost nearly a full second to Harley Barletta, currently in P2. At the same time, Hermes Castro may be backing off a little bit, preserve his tires, run a safer line.
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do here is preserve a little bit. And if you're behind that 25, you know that 25 is going to be preserving his tires, so you have to preserve it as well.
Well, I think we're seeing the field a little bit more spread out. We can kind of bring up our track map. See that the drivers are pretty much spread out across an entire front stretch, or about half the track. There are some stragglers in the way back. That's Jeff Needy, Mike Slagter, and I think the 74 is back there as well. Or the 54, rather, of David Watts. All right, we're going to kind of waltz our way back through the field a bit, see your favorite driver, see how he's doing. Seeing Alonzo King currently sitting right now in P3.
Mr. Aggressive.
Behind Alonzo, Christopher Howell. 22 of Ty Bostic is currently sitting in 5th place. Luke Bullard in that number 3 is sitting in 6th. Ian Ogden is just passing Andrew Serwick. Thought I saw Andrew tag the wall a little bit back there.
he did tag the wall.
Behind Andrew is Joey Doucette, who has worked his way back up through that traffic and is currently now back up to 9th. He's cracked the top 10. William Mann Jr. is currently in 10th spot.
There's Ryan Pittman there in P11 currently, battling with Pete Woodrum. Good run for that number 1 machine as well. Right behind him, you have John Ledger on the high side in that AJM 1111 Veteran Project Camry, and on the low side you got Bobby Gibson making his way back up to the field in P12.
A little loose as he came through that quad oval, just a little bit of a twitch in that car.
And that's what you're going to get on late runs. It happens here in Atlanta. Behind Bobby, you have Evan Amick. He is in 15th, and he is the last car on the lead lap in that 77 machine.
Got the 72 of Robert Fake. He's 1 lap down, I think. John Shipman in that 37. He's 1 lap down as well. Bradley Previtt also 1 lap down. Jeff Nini also part of the 1 lap down club. And Marco Berube. Mike Slagner unfortunately has fallen back a little bit farther. That's Mark Feeding the 73. Mike Slagner's now 3 laps down.
Yeah, see, definitely just not a good night for Mike now. It kind of took a turn that last caution. Here comes David Watts down pit road.
See David on pit road. Okay, we'll go back up front to our leaders. Hermas Castro, Harley Barletta has narrowed that lead. I think when we left it was Owen in the wall. The 25 kissed that safer barrier.
Yes, he did. That's going to bring up this back field. Well, I say back of the pack, but really it's just 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yep, they'll be able to close in on him. I saw the 14 of Mike Slagner was in the grass. He may have missed his pit entry. Got the number 1 of Pete Woodrum also on pit road. So here we are, lap 101. These guys pitted last around 25 laps ago. There are only 31 laps. So really at this point, John, it looks like 1 stop maybe, and that's it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a 1 stop for sure. And that's what I believe will happen once this race decides to play itself out. And when this race starts to whittle down, who's going to be the first taker? That's going to be the key. Who's going to get that jump? Who's going to short pit? Got to make a note of that. Whoever, that I believe is at the 81 of the wall. Harley Barletta hit the wall.
Yeah, we're beginning to see some of the wear and tear on these tires.
Yes, we are.
And just like that, the 81 is on pit road.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. You know, he was going to lose a lot of time there and might as well come down pit road.
You can see the damage a little bit on that right side where he tagged that wall. Good entry into his pit stop. He's going to get a fresh set of Goodyear rubber and be back out there, and with just 30 laps to go.
Ready to go here, and it's definitely going to be a battle to the finish between all these guys up front. Who's going to be able to take it home? And the Tech4Troops Hotlanta 200. Right now, it's Hermas Castro, but don't look too far back. You have Christopher Howell looking to get his first win of the season.
He has closed that gap with Hermas Castro. It's about half a second between himself and Hermas, but again, it's that time, right? We should start seeing some green flag stops with
It
these
definitely
drivers.
is that time. For sure, for sure, for sure.
Ian Ogden is now on pit road.
Making their way down pit road as we speak. Here he comes looking for his best stop of the night. Gets in cleanly, kind of. Had to move up just a little bit. 43 of Andrew Surwick is pitting in this time by.
That was slightly, not a bad pit stop. Probably not his best pit stop of the night, but we'll see how that goes. We'll go back out front, follow Hermas Castro, and see what's in his plan now. 28 laps to go. Certainly it is within striking distance for that final stop. Caution! Caution is out.
Well, Rick, this is going to play very well into the hands of everybody who came down pit road because they are going to have track position over the leaders. Well, Rick, we thought this was going to get crazy. With 27 to go, it's going to get wild. It is going to get wild.
All right, let's go back out and see what we can find out from that yellow flag. Oh, there's a. Let's
Bobby
back
Gibson.
that up. Ooh.
Oh,
Definitely some contact there. Let's try to go. Let's watch this play out.
I agree. There was definitely a lot of contact right here. So here it comes.
Oh, that was William Mann trying to get onto pit road, I think.
Yep, that was incidental contact, and then Bobby just lost it. I mean, just completely lost it.
Yep. Oh!
Oh!
What was that?
I think that was Pete Woodruff.
I think that was.
I mean, just completely gets into the back of Bobby.
I think Bobby just came up out of the grass.
Yeah, I mean that was a violent hit. But that's probably going to put the one out of contention.
All right. Our last round of pit stops for the top 10. They've all made their way down.
Not a good stop for the 25 machine.
25 of Hermas Castro was on pit road for in his pit stall for 20.38, whereas Ty Bostic, who came out in first, I believe, did that stop as a 14.63. Same with Alonzo King, 14.62. Some fast pit stops. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break here while we can. We'll be right back.
When veterans get out of the military, a lot of them don't know how to translate their skill sets into the civilian world, and they lapse into poverty or into homelessness. But it can be easier with the right support. At Tech4Troops, our mission is to empower veterans in need with computers and training to get back in the workforce. We want to be able to support our veterans across the nation.
All right, welcome back. So we've got some fabulous racing here. We will have less than 25 green flag laps to go.
Well, Rick, we wanted excitement. We wanted to see some fireworks. Well, it's probably going to get pretty hot as this race winds down with 25 to go, because you're right in the middle between pushing it as hard as you can, but also trying to conserve just a little bit for the back end of this run. So, I mean, what do you do here? Do you push it all out? Do you try to go as hard as you can? Or do you try to conserve just a little bit, because we know these tires start to wear out about lap 15?
Should be interesting. Let's see if we can raise Alonzo King. Alonso, welcome to the broadcast booth. Got a minute?
What's up, buddy?
How are ya? I know you're
I'm
about to
doing
go
pretty
back to green, but that was a very interesting and untimely pit stop, a yellow flag for some, but good for you.
Yes, sir. 'Cause I think I was about 10 away from pitting anyhow. So, but
Right.
this gives me the run out to the end.
So what do you think? Do you have enough tire in it to run as hard as you can, or do you think you have to preserve a little bit if this race continues green?
You had to preserve, or you're going to be so loose on the end run, you're not going to be able to do anything. So, it'll burn the right front off real quick.
All right, we're going to move you back. Thanks for taking it with us, and good luck.
All right, I appreciate it, guys.
Got it. All right, John, let me just kind of see if I put him back where he needed to go here.
Oh, good. No worries.
Yeah, I need to move him back to a different channel.
No worries. We're about to get green flag racing here. Pace car is about to make its way down pit road for hopefully the final time here tonight at Atlanta. Pace car is off. Bostic has control. We're green flag racing again here at Atlanta.
Bostic has jumped out to a huge lead. Great restart.
Yep, there's Luke Bullard there getting chased by the number 25 of Hermes Castro. Here we
Alonso
go.
King.
Yep, here comes Alonso King to that middle line, but don't look too far back. There comes Castro again to that high side. The high side King doing some magical work up there, getting around a 3 car of Luke Bullard for P3. Now we got a battle for the lead right now. There's 3 distinct lines being run by first, second, and third.
Oh.
No, Bostic's in the wall. 3 wide. Alonso King's getting pushed by the 25 car. And we have a stack up here.
Alonso King is now your leader.
Yes, sir, he is. Alonso King, for the first time tonight, your leader in the Tech4Troops Hotlanta 200 with 21 laps to go with a bunch of hungry dogs on his tail.
Yeah, he's not getting away now. They've got it pretty much stacked up.
Yeah, basically almost 4 distinct lines being run. This is going to be a battle to the finish. Here comes Hermes Castro running his high line like we know he's been running all race long. Going to get a massive run out the corner, diving it down deep. Let's see what he's able to do. 80 gives him the high line. I don't know if that's a good move by Mr. King because that 25 is so good on the high side.
Yeah, that just feeds into everything we've seen Alonso King do all night long. He's been running that high line up at the wall.
And here he goes. Here's that run. See you later. 25 back to the lead. And he has now officially cleared that 80 of Alonso King for P1. Right now the battle is on for third though between Joey Doucette and twice his number, Ty Bostic, in the 22 car. Followed by 4 times the Bostic number of the 88 of Christopher Howell, doing a bunch of math equations up here in the IWM broadcast booth. So you get a math lesson, you get track facts, you know, why even go to college? Why even go to school for this? Why even go to learn anything else? You got all of it here.
That's it. Just tune in twice a week. We'll help you out.
Exactly. You learn something new every single broadcast. But right now we got basically 8 cars right there, all battling for position, 1st through 8th, all looking for either their first win, their second win. Joey Doucette looking for his 4th win of the season. Or you have Bostic and Howell looking for their first. 17 to go this time by. Or 16 to go this time by, rather.
So we saw that Alonso is right there, right behind Hermes Castro, pretty much mimicking that line with him. I'm not sure how that's going to impact him.
I mean, that was very impressive out of both those drivers to not even wreck because he was so close to the back bumper of the 25 machine. But here comes Joey Doucette to the inside of the 80 car, Joey slides up. He gets into the 80 a little bit. Contact. Also, Brittany Bullard says, come on, Luke and Ty. So Ty right now is in 4th and Luke is in 8th.
It'll be 15 laps at the stripe. We've got a battle right now for first between Castro, King, Doucette.
3 different lines being run here. This is awesome to see. Doucette's trying to get alongside that 80 car, and that's what Hermes Castro wants to see.
Contact. The 11 gives a slight tap to the back of the 80. Hey, buddy, I'm here. Just letting you know I haven't gone anywhere.
Yep, and what that's going to do is that is going to open up the door for that number 88 machine. 88 now has passed Ty Bostic for that 4th spot. So enter Christopher Howell into the mix, looking to get underneath his teammate right here, coming out of turn 4. 14 to go.
Castro, King, Howell, and now up to 3rd.
We'll see what he's able to do. Joey Doucette's on the high line, looking to get a run out of turn 2. He does get the run. Christopher Howell shuts the door. Maybe not. There's still a little bit of a crack there as the 80 follows just in line right behind the 25 on entry, but dives down to the bottom lane here. Coming to 13 to go, Rick.
Tight racing here in Atlanta with just a little bit. There's 13 laps left in this contest. Hermes Castro continues to show us the way around this track. He has led a good bit of this race, pretty much the majority tonight.
He has led almost every single lap here tonight. And let's keep in mind, Hermes Castro actually has 2 wins on the season. You know what other track he won at, Rick? Texas. What's very similar to Texas?
Old Atlanta.
Atlanta. So this fits right into his skill set as we see Christopher Howell now trying to get his way around Mr. King for 2nd place. Hermes Castro also won at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, old configuration, the oval.
Oh. So we're definitely seeing the last 10 laps to go here. These guys are picking different lines, how fast they can get around here, what works best for them and their skill set. Christopher Howell is
11 to go. 11 to go.
Caution,
is out.
caution.
Oh, here we go. It's gonna be crazy. Now, what do you do? If you have an extra set, do you pit?
Well, these guys,
think you have to.
These
I
guys
think you have
last
to.
came down at lap 107. Let's see what caused that yellow flag. Back out here to Robert Fake. Oh, it was like the 89 of Paul Ballantyne came up and...
Yeah, just kind of didn't, just a little bit of ran out of racing room there between those 2 drivers. Looks like the 89 just came right up into the 70. 72 definitely got into the wall. Oh, Rick, uh-oh. We may have some issues under caution. I think we're okay, though. A little bit of a stack up. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Don't mean to scare you. 72 got into the wall. Yeah, just a racing deal there.
Yep, not quite sure what happened there, but...
Here we go. Leaders are coming down pit road. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? Everybody comes out except for, that is...
Ryan Pittman.
Ryan Pittman stays out. Pete Woodrum stays out. Well. They did the wise thing to do. Bobby Gibson says, Bobby G says, come on, Evan. Sitting on pit wall, eating a hot dog, drinking moonshine.
Well, there's that. All right, that was a quick pit stop for Hermes Castro. All off pit road. Now, unfortunately, that is going to put Ryan Pittman behind the pace car with everybody who just pit right behind him. Hermas Castro, Andrew Surwick, Alonzo King. I don't know about you, John, but I'm a little nervous about this this restart. So while we're waiting on this restart, let's see if we've got Jason with Tech4Troops.
Yeah, let's see if we got a winner for tonight's paint scheme challenge. Jason.
Yeah, we do. There was a lot of contention. I probably built up an ulcer over this, not to mention probably built it up a little too much. But I really appreciate everybody that came in and did this, and just encourage you, please, let's do it again next week. I think it's something cool that we can continue to do. But for tonight, our winner is number 54, Mr. Dave Watts.
David Watts, there he is. He's got that American flag on the car with the Tech4Troops logo. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a closer up shot of that awesome paint scheme, Rick. Out of Midland, Texas, that is your winner.
We'll keep an eye on David as he pulls out. David is the winner of the Tech4Troops Scheme Skirmish of the Speedway for our first race here at Hotlanta. All right, we're going to go back to our leader. That's currently Ryan Pittman out front. We have 7 laps to go now. Once we come back to the stripe, we will go green with 6 laps.
Rick, I like the aggressive move by the 08. I do. But,
Yeah.
we've seen restarts on cold tires. We haven't seen a restart on cold and old tires. So I'm not saying that Ryan Pittman doesn't have a good strategy or a bad strategy here. I'm just saying the odds are not against him when keeping that car straight. But let's hope he can keep that car straight, because if he's able to pull this off, what an absolute move this will do for him and for his season, turning it around right here.
So I'm guessing that Ryan King is going to have to jump out to a little bit of a good start to try and get a little bit of distance between himself and those drivers behind him.
He definitely will. And Ryan Pittman is still looking for that first win of the season, and he's going to make that aggressive move. Here we go. Pace cars dropped off. We're coming to 6 to go. Who's it going to be? Green flag is out. Oh, there he goes. Don't come back up. Stay down there. Everybody's loose. Everybody's sideways. Field is broken up into turn 1. 80 to the lead. Well, Rick, I may have spoke too soon. Oh, Ty Bostic is loose. Oh, the 43's in the wall. Oh, we got chaos. 3 wide going into turn 3. Teammates side by side. There's always a 25 up there in the high line. 5 to go.
We are 2 and 3 wide with just 5 laps left to go.
Here comes the 25 car of Hermas Castro. He's looking to get a move on the 43 machine. He's going to go 3 wide, maybe not 3 wide. He's going to go 2 wide as he's trying to get around those 2 machines right there. We'll see what that machine's able to do as the...
That's Luke Bullard, and now he's got just a 43 in front of him of Andrew Surwick.
Yep. Oh, contact between the teammates. That's Christopher Howell and Joey Doucette side by side. 4 laps to go.
Alonzo King continues to show us the way.
Alonzo King is out front right now. That 25 car looking to close the gap. Doesn't quite do it. He's looking for that high line because that is his track. That is where he wants to be. But the 3 is basically locking it up there where that 25 cannot get around. Coming to 3 to go. This time by 25 is running that 3 pretty hard right now, trying to get by him still, with Alonzo King slowly checking out from the field.
It's some close racing here in Atlanta. 3 laps to go. Alonzo King continues to show us the way, but it's
80
close.
hit the wall. He hit the wall. I think the 80 hit the wall, Rick. It left off some sparks, and I believe it was out of the 80 car. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I saw some sparks.
Yep. No, it's all good. I think he wasn't too bad. It was like he survived it. We're kind of watching the rest of the field as they're coming through the quad oval there.
2 to go. This time by. This 25 has made his way up to the high side of the track, trying to get around Luke Bullard there.
Contact.
If that's a 43 machine up in the wall.
I think that was the 81. I mean, the 11 of Joey Doucette who tagged the outside wall.
Here we go. White flag this time by.
Oh,
a
there's
little contact.
With the 3. Luke Bullard got a little bit of a help from Castro. Still with a contact.
Oh, put him in the wall. The 25 got into the 3. 25 is looking to get a podium finish. He's sliding up the track, gets into the 43 a little bit. They're beating and banging.
3 in the wall.
This is the battle for the podium between these 3 drivers. Here we go, out of turn 4. Alonzo King is going to win.
Andrew Surwick gets his P2 position. Luke Bullard is our 3rd place finisher.
Wow, what a run for those 3 drivers out front. That was a great run by those guys, because guess what? Track position mattered. Those drivers came down pit road all in front of Hermes Castro and the rest of the field before that last caution came out, or second to last caution came out, rather. So, or actually, it was the last caution. But right now, Alonzo King is your winner of the Tech4Troops Hotlanta 200. Brought to you by Tech4Troops, U-Haul, 1111 Veteran Project, Jimmy Strong, and Elite Performance Industries. What an absolute awesome win.